Do you dream about food? Like when you're sleeping at night, do you dream about food?
I do.
You do?
Especially like after the busy service, like
Right.
Saturdays, go home sleeping, and sometimes it feels like, oh, it's still the service is running, like
Right.
hear the kitchen, the noise, the plates, and the food, and the cooks, and sometimes you go, like very, 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 very like crazy outside.
Jersey City, New Jersey, and with me now is Mr. Duran. Hello, how are you?
I know, what a pleasure. I'm so excited to be with you.
I'm excited too. This is wonderful. We're at Soláz. Now, you have 3 different restaurants, correct? Okay, tell us about this particular concept. Why did you open this?
So, God has blessed me through my business that allows me to travel. So we've been traveling more often into Europe and other parts of the world that I had not seen. I've seen a lot of South America, but not a lot of Europe. And I fell in love with the concept, with the way they handled, it's different from the familiarity of Spanish, and the food was stunning, like the different colors, and it's vibrant, and I fell in love with the tasting, and then I got a little more understanding of the culture. So in order to do that, I felt like I had to bring that culture into this restaurant. And I'm a Latino, meaning firstborn American, but my parents are from Colombia.
Okay.
So, but I thought, my other 2 restaurants, one was a Cuban restaurant, the other one is a Son Cubano. The other one is Ventana's Restaurant, and that's more of fusion, Asian fusion, American, David Burke. And then I said, you know what, let's give this a 3rd kind of look, different. And I said, let's make it Mediterranean. And Mediterranean could be north of Spain all the way down to even Greece. So we did that. And again, blessed by a wonderful chef, and Chef Vickers, which you're going to try his food soon.
Yes.
He is amazing. He's very gifted. Again, a gift from God, but he's amazing at it. And I think we had good chemistry. And I do all my decor.
Yes, the decor is fabulous. The other thing that I like too is that you are making like a date night possible for people. A celebration of life, a celebration of food, but also fun. Right? Because you created these wonderful suites where people can go and they can do sim games and things like that. A nice boardroom look. So if you wanted to have a private dinner or a private party, the way that you've put this together is just extraordinary.
Thank you.
And it's comfortable, but yet elevated.
Yes.
Does that make sense
That's
to you?
absolutely.
It's like
Absolutely.
exquisite, but yet comfortable.
It
So
is.
somebody's traveling in. I know you have a lot of hotels in the area, a lot of corporate business, right? But this is a good destination place to come to.
It's a great destination spot. First of all, we have the path, not far from here, a block away. We have valet parking, which is very close. So, it allows for our guests to come from other destinations, so a destination spot. And we also have our locals, which again, Jersey City, residents have been amazing. They welcomed us, the mayor welcomed us. It's been a true, gem. I've been very blessed to have, the welcoming that we've had from our guests. And, as you said before, it's very comforting. People could come dressed up as a date, or they could come for the entertainment. The entertainment could be golf, it could be kickball, it could be throwing baseball, it could be so many things. And you could have pizza, homemade pizza, but you could have pizza. You could make it down to anything you want it to be.
Now, Mr. Duran, I want to ask, have you played the games?
I have.
How do you do? How are you?
I'm 63.
Okay, we're close
So
to the same
we
age.
could say as a 63-year-old, maybe I do okay.
Okay.
But it's fun and tuned for, it's all computerized today.
Yeah.
It's like you're getting away and you're seeing a screen that takes you to a location that you're familiar with. At least for golfers,
Right.
I have good friends of mine that play golf, and then they're like, the terrain looks exactly like it would be at the site. So,
Now, speaking of chef, hello chef. What do we have?
Hey, Chef Vickers. I've been bragging about it.
There we go. Okay.
So here, I got tuna crudo.
Tuna krugel?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's our very unique take on, very kind of Italian, Middle Eastern, Mediterranean way. We have here Aleppo chilies, Sicilian pistachios, Italian olives, and tuna, so locally. So it's kind of a very, very unique vegetation and preparation.
Lovely.
And then this is one of our highest selling It's called baklava bites.
Okay.
But it's unique. It's savory. It's not sweet. It's traditional baklava. There is a
Baklava bites.
Baklava bites.
Nice,
These are
Chef.
the size
Thank you.
Yeah, there's like a walnut, there's mushroom. It's a savory version. It's our unique version. You wouldn't see that anywhere else in the world.
Great.
And it's a bestseller.
And you said that it would be okay for me to come back in your kitchen a little bit later and we'll talk a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It looks fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Lovely. Now, what is your, thank you, Chef. Thank you so much. And what is your favorite dish when you come in? That's why they brought it.
Yeah.
They probably said, Mr. Duran likes that.
I love it. I love
do?
it. You know, it's like when I first, I've had it before, but never like this. He gives a little twist, a little sweetness to it that gives it a good pop in your mouth kind of flavor. It's excellent. But again, down the menu, you know, we just opened 3 months ago.
Congratulations.
And the reviews, you know, today everything's reviews.
Yes.
On Google, we're 4.9.
Nice.
That's almost unheard of. Over 1,500, thank you. Over, glory to God. Over 1,500 reviews. So that's a good start. Again, I'm not very familiar with that. My son, Tristan, and Louis, who you met, they're the ones handling it, and they're like, Mr. Duran, we're on the right pace. So it brings me joy.
So Tristan and Travis, both of your sons also work with you.
Yes.
They both went into hospitality kind of on their own.
Yep.
Now you yourself, I asked you if you came from a hospitality family, but you didn't. It was just something that was born on your heart.
You know,
Food.
at home, my parents, I often say this story, we learn about proper way of eating with the proper utensils and plate. And my father would sit us around the table and we would learn how to bite, don't chew your mouth open, all the things I'm sure you learned as a child. But we would always say, we don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So why are we practicing? We didn't even go to McDonald's. Like, what are we practicing? But you know what? My father, rest in peace. He was right. We would bring that on. So when I went on a date, I knew how to use my utensils. I knew how to order. I knew how to behave, how to order, which way to go around the plates. And then obviously going through college, you know, we, like many stories, we all serve tables. You know, I learned how to be a busser, dishwasher, a server. And then you take pride in what you do. You know, at the end of the day, you're presenting the food that the chef takes so much time and the team back there to make, that it's up to you to present it. And someone says, you know what you just said to me, I want to taste it. It's easy to drop a menu, but it's not easy to explain to you passionately what you really like. And when they can do that, that's a different story.
I saw them have a team meeting, and I guess before every shift,
Pre-shift.
you have a pre-shift meeting.
Yep.
And I thought that was beautiful because it's how the team, like you said, everybody matters, everyone comes together. So, and I think that that's what makes this restaurant a great restaurant and your other restaurants as well.
Amen.
It's the culture.
Amen.
It's the food, it's the culture, it's the people, it's the atmosphere, it's everything.
And it all brings it together. There is no one thing. Sometimes people say, Mr. Duran, you know, you've been so blessed and, you know, it's your genius idea. It goes, it's not me. My architect, behind the scenes, they play a big role. Tris Parada, he's amazing. He plays a big role in this. You know, my construction guy, you know, contractors, they all play a role.
Everybody matters.
Everyone matters. And when they buy into it, the end result is something like this.
Now, so funny too, because you became friends with David Burke, right? So we might get a chance to say hello to him as well. Why do friendships like that matter in this industry?
You know, in this industry, the turnover is so rapid that it's hard to meet someone and get to know them. And most of the time it's on the fire. You hear that word fire, kitchen fire.
Right.
Everything's on a fire quick. I've been blessed to 2 men, him and I, completely from different backgrounds, and you said the word. We became friends, and I think he'll tell you the same thing. And you know, we had tribulation like we always do, and you know, this doesn't go. I have a big deal in my kitchen. We don't swear.
Okay.
We can use other words, my father used to say.
Yes.
We use other words. We don't swear to each other. We encourage each other. And to him, he came from the kitchen and said, this goes that way, this goes this. And then he goes, I know, Mr. Duran says we can't swear. I go, you cannot, because you can encourage somebody. And you know what? He kind of bought into that. And then he met my wife, and we became very good friends.
Wonderful.
And he's a friend. Whether we never do business again, David Burke is a friend to me, and he'll always be a friend. And he's a very dear person.
And a shout out to your entire family,
Amen.
right, and your entire team. Thank you so much for inviting us in. I heard great things about it. I wanted to come and see it for myself, and I definitely will. Stay tuned for more. We'll be right back. We've been visiting with Mr. Duran at Soláz.
Thank you.
Joining us now is Travis. So you also have a brother named Tristan.
Yes.
And the two of you are in the hospitality industry along with Mr. Duran.
Yes.
Okay. What made you decide to say yes to hospitality? What put it on your own heart?
It was kind of always in my blood, I guess, since I was a child. We've had Son Cubano for 15 years now. And, I worked there growing up a little bit here and there. I was a server, I was a busser, I was a barback. Then I went to college. When I graduated college, I went into finance in the city because it's what everybody was doing. I thought that's what I was supposed to do. And I worked there for about 5 years. Then my father came. I kind of always knew in the back of my head that I would come back to my roots.
Okay.
My father came to me with the idea of opening Ventanas, which is our second restaurant. And, he ran the idea by me and he said, I'm only going to do it if you're in with me. And I fell in love with the idea and, here we are.
Lovely.
Yeah.
What's one important thing that you would like someone to know about this particular restaurant? Why come to Soláz?
I think it's something different. I think it's something that really doesn't exist in New Jersey. Obviously the culinary part of it, the food, it's a standout to me. I think the food is phenomenal. Chef Wickes and Chef Burke are very talented. But we put a lot of love into this place, and the staff that we have they care. They really go above and beyond, and they're not just here because they're trying to make a paycheck. They actually love the place, and majority of them have been here since the beginning, since we opened, which is special to me because they've seen, kind of the groundwork that went into the place, and and we're very good at curating a vibe. So it's like being in New York without having to go to New York.
Nice. Now, speaking of vibe, right? Who are some of you don't have to name them by name, but who's your core group that you say, you know what, let's, come on over, come to my place. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the sim, golf.
Friends?
Right. Yeah. Do you guys get to do that?
I do. I have.
Awesome.
I'm not going to throw their names out there. I don't want to get them in trouble. Right. But yes, me and my brother have a core group of friends that are really loyal to us.
Sometimes you want to celebrate something.
Yes,
right.
And they're always down to come and hang out, and we'll play golf, or we'll go to the bar and eat food and hang out, and it's a lot of fun. It's hard to like mix the two with work.
Sure.
So we try to separate work and leisure, but we do have a nice group of friends that come and support. That's
nice, yeah, because you don't want to miss out on your own good experience, right?
Very true.
Why go somewhere else if you know that you guys do it better?
Exactly. Right? Exactly.
So one of the things too that I find so charming about this location is that it's very comfortable. It's really nice. I just feel like I walked into somebody's home.
Thank you.
And it makes you feel good.
Thank
From
you.
the moment you walk in, it's like, oh, this is like got that nice, you're somewhere special, but yet you're comfortable.
Yes. That was something that was really difficult for us to tackle. Our other restaurants are very grandiose, 25-foot ceilings. This one we wanted to be a little bit more homey, still providing that luxury, that that kind of, you feel like you're in a very nice restaurant, but you don't feel like it's too stuffy. You feel like you could still come during the day. It's not a place you can only come at night.
Right.
And you don't have to wear a full suit to come in. You can come in casually, but at the same time you feel like it's an elevated experience.
Well, I'm looking forward to doing the sim. Like, what should I try?
Oh, I'm so bad at it, to be honest
really?
with you. Oh my God, I'm
What
horrible.
are you the worst at?
Golfing in general.
Golfing?
I'm god awful. My
really
brother's good. He's the one that I let him spearhead that whole thing.
So I challenge you.
Yes, you'll probably beat
tonight,
me.
right? So tonight, stay tuned because there's a challenge on it. Let's see who can do it a little bit better. Woo! Joining us now is Chef David Burke. Once again, hello there.
Hi.
So Mr. Duran tells me that the two of you guys are friends.
Yeah.
And through that friendship, you decided you would kind of help style some of the menu for them.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it about Mediterranean cuisine that could be improved on? See, here's what I'm wondering, right? A lot of times you have just the basic food, right? But what makes that type of cuisine like elevated and special? What is it that a chef does to it?
Well,
is it like something?
Mediterranean cuisine is big.
Okay.
Right? There's a lot of different parts to it. When you hear Mediterranean cuisine, you think of Bronzino, olive oil, south of France, Greek food, maybe a little Moroccan, right? Spain.
Chickpeas.
Right? You hummus. You think of hummus. Baklava.
Okay.
Right? But there's a ton of other Israeli food, Turkish food, and variations of hummus, Moroccan things like that, Middle Eastern food. Then there's the Mediterranean. Then there's the European, Middle Eastern, Mediterranean style of food, which is the south of France, Spain, Greece, Italy, right? So you have all that in there, which is a forte of mine because I worked in Europe and I know that type of cooking.
Okay.
And then I get to get creative with the Middle Eastern thing. We found Vikas, very talented chef.
Yes.
We looked for a long time because we didn't want just some people just slap the logo, the name Mediterranean on the menus, and it's got Dover salt. Dover salt's not Mediterranean. It's from England, right? It's still delicious, and porterhouse is not Mediterranean. But so they want a title, and they say we're Mediterranean because we have hummus, and we have a couple of spreads, right? And ricotta on toast. But this is an authentic menu of Mediterranean food, and we stick to it. Some of the dishes by Vikas are dishes that are deep Middle Eastern flavors that I am not even that familiar with, so I've learned.
Okay.
And then there's my dishes and my creativity blended with him, and we came up with a wonderful menu, including pastry.
Now, why is it that food also has to taste good, but now it has to look good, right?
Well,
because are your eyes part of it, David?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
listen, but it always should look appetizing, but then it can also look sexy.
Okay.
Or interesting, or intriguing. It doesn't or just plain simply executed well, right? Now it could be the china, the tabletop, could be the vessel in which it's served, and I'm very good at that. I worked at the River Cafe. I competed with the best view in the world. So my food had to look good. Right? So Instagrammable before Instagram, right?
Got it.
So we always try, not every dish has to be sexed up or handsome. You can have a handsome steak. You can have a sexy salmon, right? You can have a salad that looks feminine and sexy, and you can have other dishes. And we refer to some of it like that, right?
Okay.
Like you're not going to have a sexy duck. This doesn't sound right, right? It might be masculine, it's greasy, it's brown, it's this and that. But it's going to be interesting, intriguing, and delicious. Number one, it has to taste good. It has to be hot when it's hot. It has to look good. The fundamentals have to be on that canvas. So it is an art form, like you mentioned to your daughter.
Yeah.
It's a canvas, a plate. That's why I
Exactly.
like white plates.
Okay.
And you got to start designing in your head what it's going to look like. But you also have to eat out enough to understand that when you're a diner,
Yeah.
the first cut should be 7 o'clock. If this is the clock,
Sure.
7 o'clock.
Okay.
Boom. That should be the nicest piece of fish or meat, because if you eat with your left hand, which most people do. So when you plate something, this is your first bite. This is where you get the kiss. That's
Got it.
the first taste. So you're not going to put the bone there, or the sinew,
Right.
or the
The
fatty,
tail.
or the tail of the sirloin, or whatever it may. Yes. So these are things you know when you're designing something, and then you got to make sure that the waiter puts the clock down the right way.
Well, you know,
So-
when I was a kid, I belonged to a patriotic singing group, and we did this really cool thing called a cocktail party for the Missouri School of the Blind, and that's how I learned the clock. You know,
Okay.
because you would tell them, "Oh, your mashed potatoes are at 3
Right,
o'clock.
right, yes.
This is at 6 o'clock," and that's how I learned
Yeah.
that this is also a clock face.
Yep.
Pretty
That's it.
interesting.
We
It's
do
a 7 o'clock.
blindfolded dinners. We do that.
You do?
We do blindfolded dinners for sensory purposes and conversation. Put your phone away, thank
Yes.
goodness, for
Right.
a couple hours, and you eat 4 courses, taste the one, and you converse. And it's a nice exercise in first of all, appreciating your senses and getting to know people. It's fun. It's fun.
Now, when you're not in one of your own restaurants, do you enjoy like going to visit your friends? It seems like a chef kind of has like this, almost like Major League Ball. You kind of hang out with other chefs, you know, like in a way.
You know
or-
what? We actually don't hang out because we work so much. But when we do get together, it's usually at a charity event
Okay.
or a new opening. The chef family is very tight and very generous with each other. We're very respectful of each other, like no other profession I've seen. We'll buy each other dinner, even if we don't know somebody, just because we respect them.
Okay.
So there's a high level of respect in the white coats.
Yes.
And yet because we work, like I could be 2 blocks away from a really good chef that I know, and my traffic pattern's the other way,
Right.
and his is the other, you know, it's 2 blocks in New York is 2 blocks.
Right.
and because we work late at night, and we used to my earlier years, and even in general, we would go to Blue Ribbon, and chefs would meet at the late night pubs. You get a certain age, you don't do that anymore. You don't have the 3 extra hours, 3 nights a week to go out, because we're business people now, and we're a little older. But there's a camaraderie and a hierarchy and a respect that is really unmatched in other professions, I think. I mean, I haven't been in all, probably firemen, the same thing.
Yeah.
Or probably maybe this, and maybe athletes.
Okay.
Or musicians, or
Right.
people
Similar.
in the artist field, you know?
So now Mr. Duran said you guys are friends.
We're friends.
So what is it about him that you really like?
Well, you know, we've met many years ago. He's an honest guy, he's a hard-working guy, he's a family man, he's got a wonderful family. And trust. How about trust, right? And respect. He respects me. I respect him. I think once we had words, once in 10 years, and that was under pressure by some third party. That was pitting us against. It was a really strange night, but we'll always be friends because
lovely.
you know what? He knows how to separate business.
You said you're
I'm
more
emotional
okay.
than Mr. Duran because I'm in the kitchen a lot.
Right.
And this is because I'm the craftsman.
Right.
Right. He's the entrepreneurial guy.
Front of house,
we
back
learn
of house.
from each other
Right.
also. It's like I'll give him advice. He'll give me advice. It's a nice kind of friendship. And you know what? And I respect the guy. And it's hard. And we make time to say nice things, to take a deep breath. And he's really good at it. And there's things that I've learned from him on a personal level, which I really appreciate. And I'm sure there's things he's learned from me on a personal. I'm very direct. And what I talk about is what's good for the business.
Yes.
It's always about the customer. It isn't about me. It isn't about money. It isn't about him. It's like what is going to make our brands better.
Yes.
Right.
And look at this. They just opened the doors for and it's like it's room. It's like it's a crowded room.
It's a good looking place. The food
beautiful
is good.
place.
The service is good. And the vibe.
Yeah.
He creates a good vibe.
Yes.
This is a sexy restaurant.
It is.
And it's in a town that needs a fine dining look that has hipness to it. It's not trying to be too fancy. It's trying to be cool and comfortable and approachable, but it's high, but it's built correctly, right? It'll look like this in 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's quality materials.
Right.
And I think speaking of quality, I think they're going to bring out a dish. So hold on
okay.
just a second. Is that for us? Yes. Oh, Chef is back. Woohoo!
Speak of the angel,
Yes.
not the devil.
Yes. Hello. What did you bring us? Oh,
Branchina.
wow.
Whole branchina.
Beautiful.
That's
Beautiful.
Both are like our signatures.
Oh, that's lovely. So nice. Are those pomegranate seeds? Oh, they're so pretty.
Beautiful. Look how
at
nice that is. See, Mediterranean, that's the color you expect. That's a dish you would see on the cover of a Mediterranean book. And you wouldn't see this, although this fits the bill.
Right.
More of
Because of the couscous? Is that why?
The couscous, the
Okay.
lamb. This is a more Middle Eastern flavored Mediterranean. This is Italian. This is the Mediterranean Sea, meaning south of France, Italy.
It's
Right.
absolutely
or Spain,
beautiful.
right.
Absolutely
and that would
beautiful.
be more of the Middle Eastern, inland, maybe Moroccan.
So
Right?
Chef was sharing with me that it really mattered when they found you for here, that you're the one that kind of brought the magic. Like anybody could just be a chef and just make something that's on a menu, but that you actually put your heart into it. And
Yeah, I mean, Chef, we just work together. We just try. We went so many, right, Chef, so many times.
Oh, yeah.
Things and products,
Well-
and we try like, I don't even know how many, like what kind of products we tried and samples, and finally we came up with this final dish.
It's
You know what's
beautiful.
good? If I would bounce an idea, I say make baklava with this. It's what I'm thinking.
right.
And then he would do it one or two times, and like that's it. Sometimes my way, sometimes a variation, and then we'd say, again, it's back to the respect thing, right? There is no, there's always more than one way to do it. Let's do it the right way. Like this is gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Absolutely
Right.
beautiful. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
That
We'll be
is
back.
good. Look at that.
Yum. Okay, so if I was doing this, right, would I make this go like this? Is that the 7 o'clock?
On this dish, it doesn't
No?
matter.
It's all
except
good?
you wouldn't put the bone at 7.
Okay.
Right? You would put the meat of the matter right here.
All right.
Like that. See, this is going to be where you put your fork.
Let's try it. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is beautiful, right?
And like, for example, here, it would be this
Look at
way.
this. That is so nice.
It's
Okay.
just, and you know what? It's just yummy looking.
It is yummy looking.
And you know what?
Wow.
There's value. It's hearty.
Yeah.
We are going into spring. We'll probably go to Racklam. And I'm sure it's delicious.
And then we have octopus chorizo. That's like an appetizer in Mediterranean hummus. That's also working. So right
Okay.
here we plated an octopus. Table number 18C.
Okay, by itself?
And then we have a Mediterranean hummus, which is right
Is that
here.
there? Okay.
So what we do there, this will also, in the final touch,
Okay.
put some chorizo oil from here, just to give a little final fresh touch.
Okay.
These are garnishes, some of these fresh green peas, sauce around here. And that's good.
We have that?
This is going to table 18C.
Table 18. Okay, well,
Yeah.
show me where table 18 is. You're welcome. This is for you.
Thank you. Enjoy. Thanks so much.
This is okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your meal. No matter where you are in the world, you need to experience Soláz. Experience Soláz!